God is real. God is tangible. He's not just ethereal in a perhaps nice idea kind of way, but actually in a physical, active, real way, God is real. And if you grasp the concept that God is real, not just an idea, not just an ideology, not just something to aspire to, but actually something that is tangible and real, it will change who you are, how you see him, and how you live your life on a day-to-day way. So here's some Bible verses to back this up. Hebrews 13, verse 5. God said, "Never will I leave you. Never will I forsake you." Never leave you. He's here to stay in a real, present nature. Somebody who's not real can't say, "I'm never going to leave you," because they weren't there in the first place. The only people who can leave you is somebody who actually was there and is there with you. And from being with you, they can then say, "Right, I'm going." And God says, "I'm never going. I'm here with you, never, ever going to leave you." How about this really famous verse from Psalm 23, verse 4? "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." And the things that God gives us are with us. His rod and his staff, they comfort me. God is with you. Why? Because he's real. An ethereal idea doesn't stay with you, but God, who's real, stays with you. Psalm 46, verse 1. "God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble." Ever-present. That's not something that just wafts in on the wind as a nice, lovely, warm feeling and wafts back out again. That's somebody who's there, ever-present, all the time with you. Better than a mobile phone that goes flat or gets old or breaks or gets dropped or anything else that you can imagine. God is real. He's tangible. He's there. He never gets sick. He never gets tired. He never needs to go to sleep. He never disappears. He never has an off day. He never gets annoyed with you. Nothing ever changes with God to stop him being real and active and there for you every single moment. If you ever need to wonder, is God real? Yes. Find a way of settling that for yourself and find a way of having faith that says, God is real. From that position, how does that change my life? Because unless you've said that God is real, he isn't real. But once you've said that God is real, you've understood what I've understood and what many people here have understood and what you really need to understand. God is real. He's right there. He's active. He's alive. And he's working for you today. That is who God is. Do you know, you need to decide that God wants to be practically involved in every single aspect of your life. Because a real person does. A real person wants to be there for you. He wants to intervene in your life every single moment of every single day. He wants to be there with you because he's real. That means when you feel alone, he's there. That means when you need provision, he's there. That means when you can't, he can. It's the miraculous bit that God wants you to do. And when you don't feel like you can do it, God provides a miracle. Because that's what God is. That's what the real living God of heaven and earth does. Because that's what a real God does. He intervenes for you. So you never need to feel alone or abandoned. But equally, don't ever feel that you can hide away from him. Because a real God who's there with you is there with you in the good. He's there with you in the bad. He's there with you in the pretty, and he's there with you in the ugly. I'm not calling anybody ugly, but we all get into ugly places of life. And when you're in an ugly place of life, God's there with you. You can't get rid of him. You can't hide away from him because God wants to be involved in every bit of your life, and he wants to change things for a better way. So in the good, he wants to make them better. In the bad, he wants to make them better. In the pretty, he wants to make them better. And in the ugly bits, he wants to make them better too. God is real, and he's desperate to be in a real relationship with you. So my question today, decide that God is real. And then let him be real for you.